What up, playa? Currently, I am in Norfolk, Nebraska. Over to a place here called, um, what is it called? Associated Wholesale Grocers. I got here around 5, and my appointment wasn't until, 5:30. My appointment wasn't until 9 o'clock. I get here around like 5, 5:30, and I go to the place an hour early. I tend to get to all my appointments an hour early. I waited 2 hours after checking in. They finally get me a doctor. Well, I get to the doctor. I'm there at the dock waiting to get unloaded for probably about another hour and a half. And I end up waiting there for another total of 5 hours. So I didn't end up leaving there until 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, Norfolk, Nebraska. I'm at this place called Chubby's, however you want to say it. By the time I got done waiting for them to unload me, it was already like 3:30 in the morning, and Love's is full by that point, and I didn't want to chance it, so I came here. There was like a couple spots left. But yeah, and I'm waiting here until about like 5:30, and then I gotta go and drive 5 hours and 40 minutes to Faribault, Minnesota, to an Aldi distribution center, and my appointment's at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then once I do that, I'm on my way to Tama, Iowa, to the Iowa beef plant. It's usually drop and hook, so I'll get there, drop this trailer that I got, pick up one that's loaded, and then I'm heading to a couple stops in Pennsylvania. One's in some small town that starts with an S, and the other one's in Philadelphia. And then third stop in New Jersey. I've got some window time. I hope I get to stop at the Iowa 80 truck stop once I go through Minnesota, because I have to go pick up in Tama, right? So hopefully I can stop there, because I need to get some LED headlights for my truck, because the stock H11 bulbs are dookie. I can't see anything at night, especially when it rains. Yeah, can't see anything. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stop at Iowa 80. I'm going to take you along for the ride, so let's get it. I stopped at this Petro about an hour away from Faribault, Minnesota. I don't know exactly what time it is. I didn't look. But yeah, they got a McDonald's in here. Hopefully it's still open, because it's 11 o'clock, so I doubt it. But yeah, hour away from my delivery. I'm going to sit here for like 30, 40 minutes maybe, because I'll probably just take a 30. That way I can get to the place at least maybe like an hour and 30 minutes early. Worst case, I have to sit in their staging area. But, yep. Okay, so I made it to the spot. I'm kind of glad I got here early. I ended up getting here around like 12:45-ish, and keep in mind my appointment isn't until 2 a.m. But I'm glad I got here early, because this place has a 4-lane entrance for trucks, and there is already so many people here. So this is what it's like here. Whole line of trucks. Yeah. Man. And I've been reading some reviews on like Trucker Path, and most of them are not good about this place. So I may end up sitting here for 5 hours, like some people are saying. Salem, Iowa is only like 3 hours and 30 minutes from here. And I could shut down at the Z-Line trailer washout across the street from the Iowa beef plant. And then just go over there in the morning. Or if I had time, I'll just go there and check and see if it's ready. And if it's not, then I'll just go and shut down across the street. And if it is ready, I'll pick it up and then shut down across the street anyways. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it works out. After that long process of getting checked in, they got us staged over here. Now I just gotta wait on them to call me to give me my dock door. Okay, let's find this dock door. Hopefully I'm going the right way. This would suck if I'm not. 66. Okay, so it's gonna be all the way at the other end down here. Okay, so there's door 89, but there is someone in it already, that white truck. So yeah, now I just gotta play the waiting game again and hurry up and get out of here. Hopefully. Wait. Make me back into his dock door. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna flip a bitch, pull straight into this spot, and then just line it up back on in there as soon as this fella gets out the way. Yes, I know. Quit yelling at me. That's my ABS light. For some reason it keeps coming on, even though I bought a new trailer cable, which I figured maybe that would be it. I replaced the ABS fuse because I read online somewhere like, okay, so every time you press your brake pedal, it would go off. But I replaced that. I don't know why it does it. Come on, fella. Get out the way. Alright, here we go. Pull around. Flip this. We're going to take a little bit of a wide turn. That way the trailer can pull around. Then we're going to have to hop out, take the padlock off, and break the seal. Alright, let's back into this page. I think my ABS light just goes off just because it wants to. I don't know why. I replaced the trailer cable, well, the truck to trailer electrical cable, and it still goes off. The fuse for the ABS underneath the hood is not blown because I replaced it. So I have no idea why it keeps dinging at me, even though I've done all those things. And I know it's not just the trailer, because since I replaced that cable, I picked up a couple of, like 3 or 4 trailers, and they've all, ABS has gone off in all of them. So I think it's something to do with the truck, but I have no idea. And even before I replaced that cable, the fuse wasn't blown, and it kept, like the ABS light keeps dinging on and off, on and off, on and off. And since I've gotten this truck, this is like my 3rd truck because the other ones had issues. Ever since I got this truck, I've picked up quite a bit of trailers, and they all have that same ABS dinging. So I know it's not just the trailer. It's something to do with the truck as well. Or it could just be batshit insane. I don't know. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes back on the dock doors. So I want to make sure it's
nice and good, because I don't want somebody to come up to my window and tell me, hey, you need to move over a little bit. So, my trainer was kind of a perfectionist. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I'm gonna make sure I'm straight on this dock door. I don't want no one hassling me. I just want them to unload my shit. Sorry, unload their shit, and then leave me alone. Alright, we on this bitch. They've already sent me a text message for the lumber fee. I requested an advance code for comm data already, just waiting on that for my dispatch. Yeah, their light's red, it's flashing red, so they haven't started unloading me yet, so hopefully I get out of here pretty soon. This song's a banger.
52 degrees. 0.05 inches of precipitation fell yesterday.
So I am leaving. I've been here for about, well, hang on. It's about 4.5 hours. I got here 12:45. I am now leaving at 5:13 in the morning. I just now realized that I haven't been asleep since 12:30 yesterday afternoon. So, boogie boogie on to Tama. Then I'm gonna take me a fat nap. So I finally arrived at the trailer washout place. I'm so tired. I can't wait till I get the shut down. Now, I'm gonna open up my trailer doors and walk in there and tell them I'm next. Go ahead and slide my tandems. Give her a old tug, make sure they're locked in. And there's plenty of times. I should be able to nail it first try. It's kind of like a awkward spot. You back up along like this kind of ramp. You can probably see it, yeah, right there. You back up to like, it's basically like a dock door.
but it's a washout. We can nail this real quick. Oh yeah, we're golden. We are golden. We are golden. It's just kind of weird. I feel bad for slamming it, but here's the situation. So it's kind of like this raised area. That part right there is flat. This right here is raised. And we're down inside this little dog door. So you can't like coast it in there. It's like it'll eventually like come sit like that and the truck will just stop. So you have to give it a little gas. As soon as you do, you smack the back of the door. Well, I do. I don't know if anybody else would have that problem. Probably not. But I'm tired, give me a break. I'm surprised that I didn't pull over and decided to just shut down. But I have an hour and 44 minutes left to drive. All right, washout's done. Now we are going across the street to the beef plant. Nice gentleman. Yes, I waved back at him. Drop this trailer. Come on. Sweet. We golden. Let's go find trailer 55615. It is right there. Looks like it might be too high. Okay, hopefully that latched. Sweet. Alright, let's connect this bad boy. Up to TA here in Brooklyn, Iowa. Let's get some fuel. Someone at some point bumped into me, into my cattle guard, or deer guard, whatever you want to call it. At some point. I don't know when. You can tell because that one's further out and this one's bent further in. No good. To recap, we delivered that load in Faribault, Minnesota. Made it there by 12:45. The appointment was at 2 o'clock in the morning. We left there about 5:30, something like that. Drove all the way back down through Iowa to Tama, to the beef plant. But first we had to stop at the Z line to get the trailer washed out because they won't accept you. If you go to the beef plant without getting washed out first, they won't accept you. And you have to get it washed out at that place across the street from the plant because they use extremely hot water and chemicals that Blue Beacons don't. They won't accept Blue Beacon. So we made it there. We dropped off the empty, we got the loaded trailer. So, needless to say, that's mission passed. Respect 99. So I made it to the TA, I got fuel. I'm gonna complete my post-trip ritual. And it's shower time. Then I'm gonna get something to snack on, something to drink, and I'm taking my ass to bed. So I'll catch y'all when I get back up and we'll get moving. Okay, so I got up like 7:30 and I waited till about 9. Now my clock has started over. Well, I got some hours coming in from recap. So let's weigh out, let's go on the road. We made it. So I made it to my second fuel stop in Girard, Ohio. Yeah, I made it. I'm tired. Started driving like 9 o'clock yesterday night, till now. It is now 9:54 in the morning. I'm gonna go get a shower, maybe eat at the iron skillet, which is nasty, but what are you gonna do? Be back whenever we get moving. Okay, so I made it to my first stop in Sellings Grove, Pennsylvania, to another beef plant. Sitting here currently waiting for them to have a spot open up for me to back into. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's easy. This dock is kind of weird though. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. So only when it comes back into the dock doors and detailing. Go back there and check it out real quick. See, it's really weird. First dock I've been to like that. Alright, so I arrived at my second stop in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not only did I get a good view of the city skyline, but I also get to see this right behind me. The FIFA World Cup 2026. And there is the city skyline right there. There we go. Wow. So I'm just waiting on them to call me and let me know when they're done, because they have me go in there. You have to park first on the street. Then you go into the guard shack and give them your paperwork and check in, and then drop your trailer and go park back out on the street, and then they call you and let you know when it's done. They'll leave the paperwork in the back of the trailer. There's a Petro down the street. It's really big, but hopefully there's parking, because I know around this area parking is going to be a little bit of a pain. So, yep, I'll let you know when we get moving. So I was supposed to update y'all when I was leaving my second delivery there in Philadelphia. Well, I was in such a hurry to get out of there, I forgot to. Mainly because I was there for a total of 3 hours. Well, I didn't have very much for them, so I was wondering what was taking so long. So I decided to get out, walk up to the guard shack, and see if they had any ETA when my trailer would be ready. And the guy asked me, he was like, "They didn't call you? They didn't send you a text message?" I said, "No." He said, "Go get your trailer, man." So I was sitting there waiting for like an extra hour and a half for nothing. Stuff happens. It's alright. I ended up going to this pilot, shutting down, getting me something to eat, taking a shower, and I just got off playing video games with my brother, so we chilling. It's been storming. We were under severe thunderstorm watch in this area, But I ain't scared no naders. Anyways, it's still sprinkling and raining out there. Hopefully it decides to pick up raining whenever I go to sleep, because it helps me sleep, especially when it's raining on the sleeper berth back there. This is the Petro that I'm at. Can't really see much, but yep, it's a nice big Petro. Plenty of parking. About an hour out from the spot I'm delivering to in New Jersey, and then from there I gotta pick up a spot in New Jersey and take it to Fort Worth, Texas. I'll let you know when we get moving. It is 6:58 and I am up and moving. Let's get it. Okay, so I arrived at this last stop here in New Jersey. This is gonna be the ultimate test of skill right here. Ultimate test of skill. Look at the situation we're currently in. Pulling out into a live roadway, backing into this tiny parking lot. So you best believe I'm nervous as hell. I can do it. So I'm just watching this dude, watching how he does it, how he's pulling out in front of traffic just to back into the spot. It's not good. It's really not good. So initially I went to a different place under the same name to deliver to, and they told me to go to the spot that I had previously recorded. Well, when I finally get backed in there and all settled, they tell me to come back to this first place. I'm so ready to get out of New Jersey. I hate this place. Just finished getting loaded here at the stop in New Jersey after I delivered that third and final stop for that first load. Now I'm leaving and headed to go get weighed out, see how much we weigh, see if we're good with the tandems setting, and then I'll be on my way to Fort Worth. Alright fellas, so I made it to the TA in a town called Jessup, Maryland, which is just outside of Baltimore. I've been here before. I parked on the other side, which is not reserved parking. But by the time I got here today, just now, there's nothing but reserved parking left. And what sucks, it's one of those TAs that you pull into, and like before you pull in, you have to stop at the gate and grab a ticket. And this TA also looks to have a hotel of some sort on top of the actual store. And it also has a Country Pride. Gross. And that ticket alone is $25. Some places are $30. And then on top of that, there's reserved spots within there that is an additional $35. And there's a security guard across the way over there, and he's watching people who pull into these reserved spots. It's $25 per night if you stay here, but that $25 gets waived if you purchase like 60 gallons of fuel, or you spend enough of that inside the store. I don't plan on getting fuel here, and I'm gonna go to bed, so I don't really need to buy anything on the inside. I'll be heading to my next fuel stop in Knoxville, Tennessee, there, and then down to Fort Worth. Oh, good old Texas, my home state. I get excited every time I go back, but I'm just ready to get out of the Northeast. I'm ready to get out of here. I hate it up here. I hate it. It's just terrible. Every time I get up here and deliver to New Jersey, I get turned around, and it always sends me down. My GPS always sends me down tiny streets. It's terrible. So tiny that just trying to make a turn, you nearly sideswipe cars on both sides of the road. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Pilot in Knoxville, Tennessee. My fuel stop, so I decided to shut down here. Unfortunately, there was only prime parking left, but I may have enough points. I may not, but oh well. There's a Mexican restaurant across the street. I might try that. Then I'm gonna go to sleep. This here is the Pilot that I'm at here in Knoxville. I will let y'all know as soon as I get on the road. It is 4 o'clock in the morning and I just got fuel. We are good to go. Damn! Yeah, we're in Memphis, all right. Into Arkansas. Alright, so I made it to my last fuel stop here in Arkansas. I think Caddo Mills? No. I'll leave by 1. I'll leave by 1. That way I'm there an hour early. But after fighting a bunch of crazy drivers, I'm gonna go eat at the Cracker Barrel across the street. You best believe it. We'll be delivering in Fort Worth tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do laundry tonight too. I'll let you know when we get moving. Okay, so I got up around 11:30. So I could get fuel and leave by 12 to make it to Fort Worth in 5 hours, make it there by 6. And I give myself a little bit of leeway. Well, my air governor shut-off valve was stuck open. It wouldn't shut off, it wouldn't close, so it wouldn't allow me to build any air pressure. So it went out, and I had a call breakdown because I tried to tap it with a hammer. I couldn't get it to close. Drained my air tanks again, couldn't get it to close. So yeah. Now we're just waiting on this mechanic guy to finish up. I'll be on the road. All right, so he got us fixed up. We're about to take off. make our delivery in Fort Worth. And this morning, my air governor shutoff valve did not want to close on the air system, so I couldn't build up any air pressure, so I couldn't go nowhere. So I had to send somebody up to come fix it. Got a little too carried away here. Get this bitch in the hole. I had every intention of making it an hour early this morning, but we made it anyways. Things happen, you know. Being in the trucking industry, anything can happen, really. Anything can happen. Carrying a bunch of medical supplies like alcohol, gauze pads, gauze pads, masks. That's good enough. We are on that dock door. Turn that AC on. Woo! Stuff happens. That's trucking. This is the place that I'm at here. HSI, Henry Sheen Incorporated in Fort Worth. Big wide open parking spot. Or parking lot, I mean. And they sure are shaking my truck around. The truck could have exploded. Thank God it didn't. We made it. That's a mission pass, respect 99. I'm gonna end the vlog here. I appreciate y'all watching. But yeah, I'm gonna do more of these. I'll see y'all in the next one.